Happy Easter. It's a week later. We continue to celebrate Jesus Christ resurrected from the dead. Tomorrow we'll end the Easter octave. And in the gospel, we're going to hear what Jesus was doing exactly a week after his resurrection. But it got me thinking, what was he doing all week? What do you do the week after you resurrect from the dead? As I woke up on this Saturday morning and saw the sunshine, had a cup of coffee, started doing my prayers, started to wonder if he was having a cup of coffee in Jerusalem somewhere with his mother, just talking about their lives. You know, Saturday morning and Saturdays in general, throughout our Catholic tradition, is a day that we celebrate the Mother of God, the Blessed Virgin Mary. And part of the reason that we do that is the great hope that she had in her life and the hope that is within us. Because today, on a Saturday, we're filled with a spirit of hope because we know what's going to come tomorrow. We're assured of the resurrection that we're going to celebrate on the Sabbath. We're assured that he's going to come and live with us and live within us, especially through the Eucharist. We remember the hope that was in her and the hope that Israel had. All of Israel's hope and the assurance of their hope was in the womb of the Blessed Virgin Mary. So we remember that and we celebrate that. But I imagine them having time together today, maybe having a cup of coffee and just talking about life. I mean, wouldn't that be what they were talking about, reminiscing about their life together? I imagine it going something like this. Mary saying, when that angel appeared to me 33 years ago, I never would have imagined that it would turn out like this. I never would have thought this. And last week, Jesus, my son, that was wild. And I imagine Jesus with a smile on his face saying, I know. Yeah, it was wild. And I know that you never would have thought that it would have turned out like this or your life would have been like this. I imagine him, thank you, Mother. Thank you for your yes. Thank you for cooperating with God's plan for your life and mine. We've done this together. And I imagine him giving her the assurance as well, the assurance of her entire future and saying, your life is secure now. Your life is secure because of what happened. Like literally, you don't have to worry about anything. Just imagine the hope that was in Mary. Hope, by the way, is that theological virtue in which we have faith in our future. You know what faith is? Faith is, I believe in God and I trust in his promises right now. Hope is basically faith extended into the future. Like I have the assurance of what's going to happen in my life. And right now, during these confusing times, maybe we're wondering what is going to happen. Maybe that is one of our greatest fears. But a life lived with Jesus gives us the greatest hope that we could ever have because it's rooted in his promise. It's rooted in his truth. It's rooted in his reality. It's rooted in that new perspective. Can you imagine the hope with which Mary lived after the resurrection, after seeing her son and having these types of conversations? Imagine the apostles, the disciples, seeing the same thing and the hope that they had in their life. We don't have to imagine too much because we hear about it in the scriptures. Their lives were changed. They lived with such conviction and assurance and boldness the rest of their lives. They had nothing more to worry about. I invite you into that type of hope today because the same promise is given to us. He has done this so that we will have assurance, freedom, peace. And that's what comes along with this virtue of hope, being assured of our future, not knowing the circumstances. I don't know where I'll be in 5 years, and I don't know the circumstances of my life at that time. But those circumstances don't give me anxiety. I don't live in fear of those things. My life is secure. My future, my eternal destiny is secure. As long as I live a life with God in Jesus and what Jesus has done, I live my life as a friend, as a brother of Jesus, as a disciple. My entire future is secure. Let's live in that sure and certain hope, the coming of our Savior, that he has changed my life. This is my new truth. This is my new reality. And my future, my hope, it's assured.